I need you to say for the girldoms.
Listen. If a man wants you, school's not gonna stop him. Work's not gonna stop him. He's like, oh, I'm focused on this, that. If a man wants you, he wants you.
Okay.
And he's not gonna stop to get you for anything.
Okay.
Nothing's gonna stop that man.
If a man wants you, he'll make you know.
100%.
Period. What's the craziest thing you've done for a girl?
The craziest thing, bro, I've traveled hours for a girl. I've literally spent my last for a girl. I've literally taken every single hour I've had free, minute, second I've had free. I've been late to work for a girl. Because at the end of the day, bro.
Hold on. Have you ever skipped work because of a person?
Not skip work, but okay. I'll be late.
Okay.
I'll be late.
He's a good man, Savannah.
Because, I'm a hard worker. But I'll be late. You know what I'm saying? I'm
late than never.
I mean, I'm gonna come an hour later.
Obvious question. All those girls that you did all that for, where they at? Where they at? Listen, we should really start a Simp series, right? An idiotic Simp series. Right? And I think if women do well because the algorithm they don't like that word. No one really likes that word. It doesn't get pushed, but it seems like it's necessary. It seems like it's absolutely necessary. She can't be the program, right? And some of us get this earlier on in our life, and some of us get this lesson later on in our life. You cannot be proud of doing anything possible, anything in your power for her, because one, we all like that line. I never asked you to do any of this. Right? We get that one a lot. Right? You were thinking that you doing these things are somehow going to increase your value to her. This is well, I don't really, super support the idea of love languages, but you are doing things that you think is going to make deposits in her love language, and it doesn't. You going above and beyond, you putting everything to the back burner, you routing all your decision making through her, for her, it is not the truth. All because you've clung onto this idea, if a man wanted to, he would. Leave that alone. There's plenty of idiotic sayings that come up from social media, especially TikTok, that are proliferated, and you somehow think this somehow makes you a contender, makes you a player, makes you wanted, makes you chosen. It doesn't. Listen, before we continue, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss new uploads. Still trying to do 2 a day, still trying to make sense of these things out here. Algorithm is shifting, some of the content's not being pushed, but either way, we show up, we do our job, we do what we're supposed to do, right? So if you're not getting notifications, check your notification bell. That's what YouTube does. It sometimes slides it down and says, you're probably inundated with this guy's YouTube channel. Anyway, please be inundated. I appreciate it. So look, we hear that term all the time. If a man wanted to, he would. Sometimes, no. Sometimes, and I always hesitate to say, well, a real man, as if I have, the ability to define that for all men. But specifically speaking, when a man understands his place in the universe and his value, especially he's level set with the dating game and understands, oh, this is kind of what I bring to the table. It's not insignificant. You see women all the time, or you have women that are in your purview, in your worldview, around you, and you say, yeah, I want to, but here are the list of things that need to get done first. Important things, critical things, to the infrastructure of my life, to my business, to my job, to my family, however that is ordered. Men do that all the time. Sometimes, I'll be out and I'll see a gorgeous woman. Yeah, we'll be at a bar or something, and I'll tell the bartender, look, buy her a drink, and it stops there. I'm not going to see whatever. No, there's sometimes I'm out there on a grocery line as an old woman, and something moves me. Say, yo, pay for groceries. You keep it pushing. Those things happen all the time. It's not an indication of I want you in my life in a platonic, in a romantic way. It's just saying, hey, do something nice. Could that be that's the way I was raised and I want to make my mom proud? Probably, maybe. But men, especially when they've done the work, when they understand themselves, they understand the difference in where lust and desire, they understand where all of that stops. hey, I can do this, and it could just mean that thing. That's it. You don't have to go, I don't want to say above and beyond, because some of this stuff gets ridiculous. And we have right now social media kind of pushing this idea that here lists of things that my man does that would send a low effort man into a coma. Like we're trying to decide and tell men this is what is necessary for you to do in order for you to be considered a man, a high effort man, someone that we look at and we value. And it always revolves around you taking time away from your purpose, your goals, your discipline in order to do for someone that doesn't necessarily deserve that yet. Now, I want to be careful with the word deserve, because this is a time, effort, and value dependent thing. You don't deserve something because you were born into a certain gender. You don't. That's kind of what was being pushed right now, and I like that it's hitting a lot of like pushback. Men are looking and saying, "No, I don't care. I don't care. Yo, a man is supposed to do this. If he wants this." They've changing the script where sex is now something that a woman grants you. I understand grants access to versus she's opening the door and you both are mutually benefiting from this exchange. No, it's being looked at as saying this is something that I'm allowing you to partake in. I receive very little value from it. Therefore, you need to bring supplemental resources into this equation. You are being bamboozled into this. If this is not a pleasurable exchange on both ends, either one, you both need practice. Two, maybe you shouldn't be doing this at all. But if you have to come with extra accoutrements to balance the scales, because she's like, what else am I supposed to get out of this? You get this mutual intimacy. No, you got to bring more. And then you buy that hook, line, and sinker. And now you're saying, well, if a man wanted to, he would. And you fell for it. And you're going to continue to fall for it again and again and again. By again, I don't mean the same thing, the same play, but the next one. The next one that requires you to do more for less, to do more for nothing. That's the trap. That's how you get caught up in this again and again. And then you'll get the praise, you'll get the, yeah, man, this is a real man. That's what you're supposed to do. That other video of a guy who has a girlfriend that stays at home, and he has two jobs so he can pay for date night. And the people went and they found her page, and the guy's not featured there at all. And he's online telling us how he simps for his girlfriend. And by simp, I want to clearly say what we mean here. Is you doing things in hope of garnering more favor and attention for her while she has not demonstrated any sort of value towards you, any sort of effort towards you. You're doing this simply, you're doing these acts of service, spending this money in a hope that she will shower you with some sort of attention, mainly physical. This is what it is. Also, you fall in line with whatever is said that you're supposed to do. This is why we feel that Sims often have no sort of backbone, no sort of understanding. Say, cool, I know that's what you're saying you want, but that doesn't work for me. I want to now toe the line and say, what is it that we both supposed to receive from this? Expectations, unset expectations. This is what I expect. This is what I expect for you. Let's have this conversation. This should be mutually beneficial rather than you're supposed to do, these acts of service or this thing at a innumerable, incalculable sort of spend. Meanwhile, she gets to decide, yeah, no, yes, no, yes, no, 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 no. None of that matters. All the while, the ones that she's really interested in don't have to do this thing. This is why I think men of a certain caliber see this and they kind of want to vomit. This secondhand embarrassment that we feel for men like this. But listen, if you think I'm wrong, if you've got something to add, I'm always down for it, always open for the conversation. So hit it down in the comments. If you see videos on your screen right now, that means I'm doing my job. And if you made it this far, listen to me rant and rave about sort of simp culture. I appreciate you. But you haven't subscribed. I think you should. I think we're building something special over here. I'll see you in the next one.